Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to J Powell Music. I'm your host, J Powell. Again, thank you so much for all the people that have subscribed. If you haven't done so, please be sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when these episodes are coming out. Definitely would appreciate that. Again, thanks so much. You guys just know it's a fan of music, music enthusiast. Let's talk about it. So today is a fun episode. This is going to be another unboxing of a new guitar. So if you guys who are familiar with Guitar Center's guitars, the Rogue guitars, there's also like starter up guitars or whatever, but one of their guitars, their electric guitars to be specific, on sale for this past July, President's Day sale, on sale for about $65 or whatever it was. And I thought, hey, this might be a good opportunity for me to customize it, especially for getting a guitar for that cheap. And I've read some stuff online that is actually a pretty decent guitar for the price of it. So let's soup it up. So I'm going to switch to the next video where I'm unboxing of the guitar. Okay, so this is the box. Let's go ahead and unbox it. This is the first time that I have unboxed this. I'm doing this live. Never seen this guitar. First time unboxing it. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see. Okay. Got some paper here. Hopefully that's not all we have. Kidding. Of course, I'll clean this stuff up later. All right. I will hide this for confidentiality purposes. The Rogue Rocketeer. Okay. Let's open up the box. See what we got. Clever girl. This is taped up as well. I'm going to cut to where I take this tape off. Okay, so I've taken the tape off, so let me pull this guy. Okay. So we got a truss rod, we got the whammy bar, which is nice. I will be using that for this guitar. Usually I don't use whammy bars, but I think I am for this one. And headstock, Rogue Rocketeer. Sorry for the ears here. Take off this paper protecting the fretboard. Fretboard is very dry, so I will need to put some oil on it. Lubricate the fretboard there. Yeah, definitely need to lubricate the fretboard. Okay, it's actually a decent sized neck. There are some sharp ends, so I will need to file down the edges of the frets. Pull this guy out of here. And again, this was like 65, 70 after shipping. All right. Here we go. So this is the guitar. I actually kind of like the red. It's coming up a lot redder on the camera versus how actually red it is. Okay. Let's see. Got some no-name tuners there. Made in China, obviously. And looks like we got a small trim block there, but we will swap that out as well. Let's see how many frets we have, out of curiosity. Yeah, 15, 17, 19, 20, 1, 2, 22 frets. Okay, that's not bad. Take this little guy off. This is the most important part of the guitar. All right, SSH. Pots feel pretty good, actually. They're not loose or anything. And that little clicky, but is what it is. All right, so I'm going to tune this up. And we're going to play this as is before I do the modifications. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys what items I'm going to be customizing the Rogue R100 with. It's funny, the pickups don't sound too bad, but we're going to swap them out anyway. I can always put them back if I like them. So first things first, not the first things first, but just in general, strings. I'm going to put the Ernie Ball hybrid slinkies in here. It's funny, I've realized, even though I like the Darios, I feel like they sound better. These are more durable. I feel like I have less issues with strings breaking with Ernie Ball strings. So these will definitely go on there. As far as for the neck pickup, I'm going to put the Fleor pickup that I got from Amazon. It's kind of like a Hot Rail style pickup. It's more of a brighter tone, but really clean tone, which I really like. Sometimes neck pickups can be too muddy, so we don't want that. But I have that pickup on my Mitchell MD200 right now, and I really like it. So as far as for the middle pickup, I have a Fender Tex-Mex pickup, which I will put on here. I'm going to put the black pick guard on here, or the pickup cover. I'm going to put the black one on there because just to make it uniform. But I'm going to put that in the middle. And then for the bridge, I'm going to use a Golden Age Allenco 2 humbucker. So we're going to put the humbucker here. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to test the humbucker. I apologize for that. I'm not going to go back. So, but I'm going to be putting this guy in here. And this guy sounds really good. It was on my prior semi-hollow body guitar. So I'm going to be putting this guy in here as well. And last but not least, I'm going to be swapping out the tuners because, as you notice, I was experiencing some issues. Actually, not last but not least, there's nothing I'm going to upgrade to it as well. But basically, the Ibanez AZS31, those vintage style type tuners, I'm actually going to put those on there. Should be a lot more stable than the ones that are on here currently. And then I'm going to swap out the block as well, the trem block. So I have a brass block that I got from Music Filey. I'm going to swap out that block and put that on there because I do want to use the whammy bar. So having that on there, it's going to help with sustainability, especially with the whammy bar, in my opinion. So I'm going to use that. Hopefully it fits. That's one of the things. Hopefully it fits. But yeah, so those are the oh, and then what else am I going to do? Yeah, and then last but not least, I'm going to file some of the frets, the edges of the frets, just because there's a little bit of sharpness. So I'm just going to clean those up, polish up the frets, oiled the fretboard because the fretboard is super dry. I might even put some oil on the back of the neck as well, just to kind of lubricate that. But yeah, the nut, unfortunately, I'm not going to really change it. It's a plastic nut, but it's cut really well. It's cut really well. I didn't really have any issues playing like some of the end neck, playing, and then just playing in general. I didn't have any issues or fret buzzes or anything like that. So yeah, so that's that. But anyway, I'm going to start soldering. So I'll show you guys this kind of the wiring as far as me swapping it out. Obviously, I'll show you the guitar, and then we'll do a last but not least test of the guitar. All right, so for anyone who cares, take the back off here. So this is what we got, like I said, small trim block, soldering there, and we're gonna swap out this guy. It's gonna be the first mod I'm gonna do to this. All right, first modification done. Solid block here, and it does fit with the trim, or with the whammy bar, so happy with that. And put this here so it doesn't ring against the guitar. Unfortunately, this isn't cavitied, but I think it'll be fine just because of the ground. But the inside of the guitar, I definitely will cavity in here. That will absolutely happen. So I'm gonna file down the edges of the frets first before I switch out the electronics. File down the frets, switch out the tuners, and then the electronics, and then wire everything together. All right, so just got done kind of fret filing here. So night and day after doing some fret filing on the frets. Still a little sharp on these two, but I never touch these anyway. I'll probably do a mild fret, but huge a difference. So the next thing is going to be, this is a really dry fretboard. Put some oil on this, polish up the frets. Fret's actually pretty decent, but definitely oiling up the fretboard here. All right, so just almost done here. Add some oil here on the fretboard, hydrating this. So be a lot better. Much better. All right, next stop, tuners. Swapping these awful things out. All right, just want to do another video of the fretboard. Got it looking pretty nice here. So anyway, back to the tuners. Alrighty, tuners done. Next stop is the electronics. All right, taking the electronics off. Let's see what we got. Let's see here. Wiring's a little all over the place. It's not shielded, so I will shield this. I'm going to skip on shielding this just because this is already grounded. So, but since all the electronics are in here, I will be shielding all of the electronics here. So that will be happening. Yep. All right. So the first step is to, I'm just going to go down the road, or down the notion, as far as just starting with the neck pickup, middle, and humbucker. And then we'll flip it around to see how it looks after we shield this and put the sucker back together. Okay, so start with the neck pickup here. Just show you here. Get some solder dust, and we will be cavitating this as well. So I'm going to swap out, put the first neck pickup in there. All right, so sorry about the change in the audio here, but this is the revised Rogue RR100. New tuners on there. So those are from the Ibanez AZES 31 there. The pickup is the Fleer pickup I mentioned. This actually is the stock. I guess my Tex-Mex pickup, something was wrong with it. And this is the Golden Age Elenco 2. Couple things one thing I had to do that was not one thing I had to do that wasn't mentioned at the beginning of the video. The switch, the original switch on here is cheapo. It actually, the chip kind of messed up as I was trying to replace the pickups. So I actually had to go down to Guitar Center and get a Fender 5-way switch, official licensed 5-way switch, for like 20 bucks and replace the switch. But once I got the switch, wired everything up, no issues whatsoever. So, and the brass block, obviously, as I shown in the previous video, I think this sounds quite good. The neck is actually a really interesting shape. It has this flat, fat thing going on. And polished out the frets. Or not polished, I filed them down. So it feels a lot nicer. First it was like you do this, you might get cut. Now it's pretty nice to use. Let me play some things here. This is the neck pickup. Sorry, I didn't do all 5 switches from the beginning. So that's this and the middle. Middle pickup. Middle to humbuck. And the humbuck. And give you a little distortion. Neck pickup. Turn up a little more. Bridge. So, pretty nice. So this is 75 bucks. This is 14 bucks. I had this already. This is $20. This is $20. So like 120 bucks, give or take. You get I mean, this is damn near giggable. It's pretty cool. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe on the channel. See you guys next video.